Hi, welcome to Blackjack's Notice Board. You're here with Fabled Hero NZ, Linnea. So I am here to talk to you about cosplay. So we are talking about cosplay today, and I've just a little bit of background about myself. So I've done a little bit of cosplay for the last 5 years, kind of. I did Elspeth's Son's Champion. I got someone to make for me. It's full commission, so no shame in commissions if you get the right people to make it for you. Then I went on and I made my own Liliana Last Hope. I wore it to Armageddon, and I also wore it for the Banana Fashion Awards. Then I also have made many other costumes while still making fab ones. So I've got a Batwoman costume that I did for the Santa Parade, and I've done a Little Red Riding Hood, and I'm currently working on a project with a friend to bring his comic book character to life. So very busy with that kind of thing. So in my fab world, so I started playing fab around 2019, about the time of the release of Welcome to Wraith. So I feel very blessed to have started that early. I played a lot of Ninja, and then we had Arcane Rising come up, and there was a release, and there was all this pre-release stuff, and then Azalea came out, and I kind of fell in love. So that's where we're going to start today with our adventures. So this was the first photo I did for Azalea, and so this photo I did because unfortunately deadlines were not so great for me at this point, and I was about a month away from finishing this costumes, but I had these pieces done, and we had nationals coming up, and I was like, I want to wish all my friends, you know, good luck for their nationals. So I did this, and to say, you know, go get them, kick them out of the park, you know, kind of, these guys are on our list, let's get them, kind of thing. So that was my first foray into actually bringing myself out into the world to show that I was Azalea. Then we've got on to Armageddon. So I went to Armageddon Expo, and when I went there, I got a lot of, oh, Katniss Everdeen, oh, cool, you look really cool. So a lot of people didn't actually know who Azalea was. I think this is late 2020, and so they didn't know who Azalea was, and of course, so they, yeah, didn't know. But I was very blessed that a few of the LSS stuff searched me out. This is a lovely author, and she does a lot of the story lore. Her name's Nicola Plyce, or Nikki. I was so starstruck when I met this lovely lady, and she just is awesome, and she's always a pleasure to talk to. I just felt like, oh, well, they found me. That was so nice. Also another person that I ran into at the same event. So we have the lovely MJ. She is also from LSS, and she's one of the ones on the art direction team. And she also has put a card out, and I've got that she's done. But she is a lovely lady, so nice to talk to, and she made me feel so humbled that the LSS staff were trying to find me, and it was a really pleasure to meet them. But this gentleman right here, right there, this lovely gentleman, his name is Sam Yang. So I was hanging out with my friends playing, we commandeered a couple of the magic tables, and we were playing FAB on the tables, and someone said to me, oh, there's this artist, he's looking for you. So I went down the art alley, because they were all kind of in the same place, and I met Sam Yang. He says, oh, can we get a photo? And I was like, can you sign my card? Biggest regret is not having a foil version of Remorseless for him to sign. We have remedied that at future dates, with that, you know, cool. And he, we had this lovely photo, and it was just such a pleasure. He's such a cool dude to talk to. He's also helped me with other projects, which I'll talk about later in this video. But just such a nice, down-to-earth gentleman, and his artwork. I mean, have you seen Dash? It's just, he's gorgeous, and his art is gorgeous. So let's move on to the next one. So this is me. I went to Hobby Master as Azalea, and I met these two lovely guys. So these guys are the boys from Session Blood. They both are now employed by LSS. We have names escaping me, but they absolutely made my day when I was first putting photos up. They gave me a shout out on Session Blood, so I always try to remember them because they made me feel so special. So I'm just so sure they still do such stuff with Session Blood, but not so much. The earlier stuff was pretty good. I really enjoyed watching and listening to their podcasts. But also at this event, it was the first round, and Alan comes out and goes, "Oh, you're on stream." So me and Sam from FAB Armory, and Sam was not feeling the greatest that day. We're on stream. I got my ass kicked to me. I was so nervous. He was playing Brute and I was playing Azalea, and yeah, it was a lesson by fire. Our biggest regret was actually not getting a photo with Ian and Ellen that day. I don't know what happened, but the nerves were very hard. It was also the one place where they did the filming for the TV1 special on 7 Sharp about Flesh and Blood, and so I got like a 2-second cameo in there, so that was cool. Really cool event, and I've still got my monkey business, or my Go Bananas card, up in my frame. Next up we have the Christmas event from our friends Radio Reflex. So Ian and Ellen held this pit fight event, and I was like, oh, I need to make something really cool for this. So I decided about a week or 2 weeks before the event to make this costume, and I think the night before I ended up sellotaping blue ribbon to this coat. I'm going to upgrade this. I've got more pieces for it. I've actually got a full suit that I'm going to upgrade. So that's the cool thing about different characters. You can kind of build on them, and I've also got heart. So I'll be able to bring it fully to life. So I'm very pleased, and I really enjoyed this. I got to meet Ellen's daughter, and Ellen's daughter is just absolutely gorgeous. I love her so much. She's just sweetie. And here is Radio Reflex, Ian and Ellen. I'll just bring this in so you can see Ian. So this is at the calling, I believe it's early 2021. It was quite hot, so I decided to go as young Azalea. So it's me as young Azalea. Ellen is wearing a crack bauble that I made, and we have the lovely Georgia dressed in the tunic I made. She did really well. She'd never cosplayed before. I think she got to about round 5 when she said, I've had enough, I've got to take this off. She wasn't used to everyone wanting photos. She wasn't used to, oh, that's awesome, you know. When you've never cosplayed before, it can be a little bit overwhelming. So, but I was so proud of her. She did so well. And then we'll go to the next photo, which is a better picture of the bauble. Right, we'll just bring this out a little bit. This is my TO8 wearing the bauble. Now, this bauble is pretty cool. I made it to wear, obviously, and then just had it sitting around, and then they had this special thing coming up. It was a Cancer Society thing that they were looking for donations for auctions. So I made a stand and a case for this, and I got my lovely friend Eats gave me a rainbow foil bauble, and I asked my lovely friend Sam Yang if he would sign it. So I sent it down to Sam Yang, he signed it, sent it back, I put it with the lot, and I took it down to Auckland to be given to put on the auction. So it was really cool to be able to put something I had made into this auction for something really special as the Cancer Society. I'd had someone affected by cancer that had passed in my life, and I thought it was really important, and it was a really worthwhile thing. So some lovely person has won that, and also there was a necklace of the Heart of Faendal put in the same lot, so they hit the jackpot. A signed foil cracked bauble, a cracked bauble, and a Heart of Faendal in the same home. But yeah, that was just a really special thing, and I enjoyed making that. We'll just shrink that down, back down to normalness. There we go, and we'll get to the next one, eh? Right, so the next picture is also to do with Shadow Realms. So when we had the whole lot of spoiler videos coming up, and there was a spoiler picture of the Monarch, the first art proof of the Shadow versus the Angels, and I was like, make that Shadow one. So I did cheat a little bit with this one, and I kind of use it for Shadow Realms TCG, which is where I play a lot of the time. Eats is our TO. And so my partner made me the staff, and I brought a cape and gloves, and so this is my Shadow character. He doesn't quite have a name, but he's my Shadow character for Shadow Realms TCG, and he's inspired by that particular artwork. Not much more to say about that one. Okay, and this is Lady Bothamont. Lady Bothamont was really fun to make. It was around the same time that there was the charity auction, all that kind of thing happening. But unfortunately, my grandmother passed, so I wasn't going to finish this. But one of my close friends, who I had worked with, who now works at the design school teaching fashion design, said to me, well, can I make your coat? Would that help? And she made the coat. And I made everything else. So the corset that laces up, I made that. I made the skirts and stuff, and she made the beautiful coat. And I'm so thankful for her making that for me, because it kind of gave me the push to do the thing. I think I've got a couple more photos in here. I got to meet up with my two lovely friends. Well, I like to hope they're my friends. So this is MJ and Nicola Price and myself at the Calling, which I really enjoyed. I got my 2 seconds of fame again. They interviewed me for during the stream. There was a small interview with me, all dressed up as Lady B. So that was kind of cool, and I really enjoyed that. It's a very short interview, but it was so cool. I really enjoyed being dressed up there, and I really enjoyed meeting lots of people. I think I met Sushi Night Steve, and he gave me 2 amazing mats. So I mean, all these events are just so great, and everyone was very welcoming to me in that character. And my latest creation. So this is my picture of Lexi. So what the story with this picture is, we were hoping to have our nationals on Labour weekend, and I also had set up, you know, I was hoping to have this on Labour weekend, and I also set up this photo shoot once I found out that we couldn't have our couldn't have events. I set up this photo shoot, and then the photo shoot couldn't happen because we went into some more restrictions. So this is me on my back deck. But I thought, well, it would be really nice, because we were also disappointed that we couldn't have our Nats to have something special released, and so that's why I did this one. I really enjoyed making the costume. I made about 90% of this costume. Got a heat gun and all sorts. Got help with the electronics for the bow from my friend up at Wayne's workshop. Wayne, he was so helpful and just did it in 2 seconds, something I just don't understand, but he did it, and I was like, oh well, thank you so much. It was just so cool. Really supportive person to the cos community up here. And the hat, the beautiful hat. So the story with this hat is I've been hearing lots of people on the YouTubers, Red Zone Rogue and DM Amada, and every time they pulled a Ragamuffins hat, they called it Ian's hat. So it kind of inspired me. They kind of pushed me towards making this hat. So thank you, DM Amada, thank you, Cullen. You guys are awesome. Stephen. So I made this hat, and I sent it down to him for Christmas. And the funny thing is, I mean, I set the hat in the pipe, you know, can't be without the pipe, and it got a little bit damaged on transit, but it added to the hat, so that was so cool. And he looks cool in it. He added the vest, it just made the costume. I really enjoyed going down for, this is when we finally got to Nats. I really enjoyed going down for Nats, it was so much fun. Met some really cool kids there too. A lot of parents brought their kids to come have a look, and you know, shared my bow with them, showed them, got to play some new formats, Chaff Goblin, and I learnt a very valuable lesson. Always put your power packs in your carry-on, not in your luggage. I lost power packs because I did not realise that I'd left the power packs in my big case and not my little case. So that's a very valuable lesson. Don't put your power packs in your luggage, put them in your carry-on. So this is where we kind of, I don't think there's anything more. Yep, that's the end of the video. So that's where we kind of end off now. I've got a few more projects in the works. I'm working with a friend, hopefully she'll wear the new project I have. And thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, and also go on into my Instagram, FabledHero_NZ, or TikTok, FabledHeroNZ again. Thank you very much.